From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Tuesday, March 29th, 2016. Silver is trading at $15.17 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,220 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $423. Antiwar.com reports following last week's warnings about travel to Turkey, the Israeli government has issued a level 3 warning urging all citizens to leave Turkey as soon as possible, claiming an imminent active threat of the Islamic State and other similar groups carrying out attacks. While the warning itself did not offer specifics, intelligence officials later reported an active plot by the Islamic State to attack a major Jewish school in Istanbul, which is also a synagogue. They say the plot is still ongoing and an attack could happen at any moment. Early last week, an attack in Istanbul by the Islamic State targeted a number of tourists, including several Israelis. Indications were that Israeli tourists were being followed and were likely the primary targets of the attack. That sparked the initial warning, but more intelligence has emerged since then, with Turkish police also warning over the weekend that they believe the Islamic State is planning attacks against both Christians and Jews inside Turkey over the next few days. Between the Islamic State, the ongoing Turkish war against the Kurds, and the intermittent attacks by Marxist-Leninist groups, Turkey has no shortage of threats and in recent weeks seems to be facing near constant threats of new bombings. The Daily Decrypt is a Monday through Friday newscast about all the best news in cryptocurrencies and peer-to-peer networks. Know what's hot in the world of digital money, borderless trade, and cutting-edge communications. Available on YouTube, SoundCloud, and Facebook video. The Daily Decrypt is the news of the future. UPI reports the U.S. Department of Justice has dropped its contentious weeks-long legal battle with tech giant Apple, according to prosecutors on Monday, after FBI agents were able to finally break into the smartphone of San Bernardino shooting suspect Saeed Farouk. Prosecutors have been working since February 16th to compel the California phone maker to help agents break into Farouk's iPhone 5. Apple, though, citing security and privacy concerns, defied a court's order and refused. Federal investigators previously stated that agents were hung up on the smartphone's security passcode required to access and navigate the device, and needed Apple to create a program to disable the security feature. Monday, prosecutors said agents were finally able to get the code with the help of a different third party, and thus they no longer needed the company's help. The FBI wanted Apple to create a program to disable an iPhone feature that resets the device and erases all of its content if the incorrect passcode is entered too many times. The legal fight produced numerous concerns from both the federal government and privacy advocates over the matter. Prosecutors said in a statement, "Our decision to conclude the litigation was based solely on the fact that, with the recent assistance of a third party, we are now able to unlock the iPhone without compromising any information on the phone." The Justice Department argued that companies like Apple ought to lend assistance to investigators because it might allow for more effective fighting against terrorism. Critics, though, said giving officials that power can lead to serious security and privacy issues in the future. For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. Reuters reports California Governor Jerry Brown announced a deal with legislators and labor leaders on Monday to raise the minimum wage in the state to $15 an hour by 2023, saying the nation's most populous state would lead the way toward higher pay for the working poor. The proposal, which still must gain support from business-friendly moderate Democrats, would make California the first to raise the statewide minimum wage to $15 per hour, the highest in the nation, while giving the governor the right to opt out if the economy falters. Brown said at a news conference in Sacramento, "I'm hoping that what happens in California will not just stay in California, but will be exported to the rest of the country." Raising the minimum wage has cropped up on many Democratic Party candidates' agendas ahead of the November elections, and the issue could help mobilize Democratic voters at the polls. According to the governor's office, 2.2 million Californians currently earn the state minimum wage of $10 per hour. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.